Indexing. This process involves selecting a name or classification for the file. This process should be done with great care to make future retrieval or replacement easier. Indexing of a patient's record can be accomplished by using the patient's name or assigning a number to each patient file and using this as a basis to file the record. Some records can be filed in more than one way. If you are filing research information, it can be filed under the disease process involved, the treatment option, or perhaps a medication being researched. For example, a research paper could be filed under the disease process Parkinson's disease, and then it might be cross-referenced under the medication involved levodopa. Cross-referencing can be done by duplicating the file or having a form which lists each place the record may be filed. Coding. Coding involves using an identifying mark or number on the document to show where it should be filed. For example, if you are filing a medical record or a document that should be placed in a patient's chart, the patient's last name may be underlined. A code can be written on the upper right-hand corner of the document. These codes should be easily understood by those who must file or access the documents. Sorting. You may need to file several medical documents at any given time. The filing process will be easier if the medical office assistant first sorts them in the manner they will be filed, i.e. numerical or alphabetical. Storing. This involves placing the documents in the desired filing equipment. The folder should be in good physical condition with legible labels. Replace torn folders to avoid having the contents spill out during retrieval of the record. Place any new documents into the folder in sequential order with the most recent on top. Filing equipment. The place where medical records and/or files are stored is the filing equipment. The type of filing equipment utilized by the office you work in will depend on storage space and the preference of the office staff and physicians. The two most commonly utilized types of filing equipments are shelves and cabinets. Filing shelves. Filing shelves are like bookcases. They can cover an entire wall. Files are placed upright on the shelf with an identifying tab visible for easy retrieval. If the shelf system has a door, it can slide from side to side or open from the top or from the bottom. A file divider can keep records upright. One advantage to this type of system is easily accessibility for more than one person at a time. Filing cabinets. Filing cabinets can be made of wood or metal. They usually contain several drawers that pull out. These drawers are sized to house standard 8.5-inch by 11-inch size document. The files are arranged from the front to the back of the drawer. The drawers are equipped with a metal frame or bar which allows for a hanging file folder to hold the contents of the document. This is also referred to as a vertical file. Lateral files are utilized in horizontal cabinets or shelves. Using this filing system involves arranging files from left to right. An advantage of lateral files over vertical files is that lateral files do not take as much space as vertical files when the drawer is open. Mobile aisle file or retractable shelves are specially designed shelving units that can be mounted on sliding platforms or tracks. Several shelves can be stacked in one small space and can be easily moved to gain easy access to the files. The units can hold large volume of files in a small space. Rotary circular files revolve on a circular shelving system that can hold a large volume of files in a small space, and several people can access these file stores on it at the same time. One disadvantage to using this type of file rack is that due to its design, it cannot be closed and locked. Automated files store files on shelves that move automatically. A control panel will allow an operator to select the desired file selection, and the shelves will move to the selected position in front of the operator. The file is brought to you. One disadvantage to this system is that only one person can operate the system at a given time. They are very expensive to install, but once installed, they can store a large amount of materials. Other types of filing systems. Your office may make use of other filing systems. Particular files are basically a reminder or follow-up file system. It can be used to remind patients of checkups, staff to order supplies, to check on an insurance claim, or to follow up on a laboratory test or x-ray. Most particular files are separated into the months of the year, and with the current month may be further divided into the days of the month. Refer to figure for an example of particular file. Particular file should be checked at least once a week, but depending on the practice, it may need to be checked daily. Rotary index file. A rotary card file is most commonly used to store phone numbers and addresses of patients, businesses, medical personnel, etc. This is a desktop filing system divided alphabetically and is designed to rotate. It allows the user to easily locate the desired information. Desktop index card file. This is simply a box designed to store index cards. The cards can be arranged alphabetically, and this is a convenient place to store phone numbers and addresses. Another possible use for an index card box might be a physician's preferred setup for an in-office medical procedure. The card can be filed according to the procedure to be performed and lists the supplies and instruments the physician will require. The medical office assistant can use these cards to set up procedure rooms in advance. Index card files can also be used to store medication information filed alphabetically by drug name. Suspension drawer files. A regular desk drawer can be converted to store vertical files. Rods can be added to the edges of the drawer on which to hang suspension files. Filing unit and safety. Consider your safety as well as your co-workers in the office environment. Opening too many file drawers at once can cause a heavy, unbolted unit to fall over. Drawers left open can be tripped over or cause injury if struck. When closing cabinets, watch for hands and fingers. Supplies used in the filing process. All filing supplies are designed to allow for easy access and retrieval of filed items. Labels are necessary for locating documents and saving time. Regardless of the type of filing equipment utilized by the office in which you work, it is necessary to label each drawer or shelf for easy identification of the contents. Labels are placed on divider guides as well as on the actual file. File guides are heavy cardboard or plastic inserts used to divide files into sections. File guides will also have a tab, usually metal, that extend from the top. The tab can be used for filing purposes. You may use guides to separate charts alphabetically. For example, an A guide, B guide, C guide, and so forth through the alphabet. If you are utilizing a shelf for filing purposes, there are side-tabbed file guides available. Folders are the basic supply used in the filing process. Made of heavy paper, folders can be open on 1, 2, or 3 sides. Folders come in 2 sizes, letter size or legal size. Folders can be purchased in varying weights. The heavier the folder, the sturdier the construction. If the file will be handled frequently, a sturdier folder will last longer.